Hello, my name is Nastia Sultana and my CWID is CW50308716. And I'm gonna give my presentation from the course database, and my project title is e-commerce. I'm gonna explain how it is useful in database, what are the syntaxes we are using in database. And I'm gonna present my presentation. Uh, I'm sharing my screen now. So this is my topic, e-commerce, and my name is, as I told, Nasria Sultana, and my introduction about the is e-commerce is since switching from offline selling strategy to an online selling model, it is easy. So e-commerce is increasing popularly in daily life. Transaction easier, seller the responsibilities as engineer. A database system is among many elements needed for an online site, whereas it is increasing popular in today's world on purchasing where no seller wants to fall behind, where we plan to create a database for small clothes retail to use to sell their goods online as part of the initiative. Here, I'm creating a database for for here you can see I'm creating the database for the clothes retailer so that it helps to we here I'm creating the database for the retailer who sells the goods online as a part. So after that, functional. What are the functional requirements for selling the clothes? Here we admine the product purchased on a particular date and product sold on the particular date and the price and the total cost is nothing but and what are the cart are there in the shopping and which are unpurchased and which are purchased. And when will be details of customer who had not purchased anything and where are total profit loss and what are the ratings and everything all the functional requirements which are very basics that we need to know while creating the database. Here the entity relational diagram. Here you can see clearly that here you can see clearly there was a payment and total amount uh, and which are in the end doses. Uh, and I am having a clear picture with the quantity, cost, here payment, and here we have taken the product. Here we are had taken the cart item where here payment ID and payment date, total amount, customer ID, customer pass, name, address, phone number, and PIN code, where each customer should have all the details so that we can identify that out from where the customer is coming and what are the names, so that it will be very easy to know how many clothes, different clothes are going sell through the online, so that it will be easy for the customers as well as for the as for creating the database, and it shows that clear example so that we can identify profit losses and prices whatever we are doing through the online. And here the relational database schema. So here's customer information. We should have pass, name, address, phone number, PIN code, and cart ID, so that all these informations are transmitted for the payment. And in the payment, we are taking payment date and payment type, total amount, customer ID, cart ID, so that which we are using for relational database, so that we can add cart item, seller, product, and seller phone, everything, which is very useful and which is very easier for the presenting the database, so that I am creating all this information for the product type, color, and in the clothes there are different kinds of products where colors and ages are there. So and quantity are cellular. Here the is name and the addresses are there. So this is the relational database where the customer is getting the information from the payment to the customer, and customer to the cart, as well as cart item to the product, as well as product to the seller. So this information is very good to collect it for creating the database, and a simple implementation for the syntax for creating creating the table. Here, first create table cart id varchar is useful for the variables, and primary key cart id is a primary key if the numbers are less than sum of. If the number is more than the 15, yeah, 13, then yeah, it may be 12 also. We are not using this, and this is a simple example that we are creating for the customer id varchar, because customer id is in the numbers. So varchar variables, and variables name, also variable address, variable pin code number 6, phone number 10, primary key customer id, cart id, varchar not null, foreign key references card. These are the things we are creating a customer table, and well as inserting values. This is a simple syntax that we are using for the inserting the values. SQL inserting to cart values. In cart values, we should write all the information, values, and customer values, seller values, and product values. And here we can see with the uh, queries, if the customer wants to see the details of a product present in the cart, SQL start from product, where product ID, and a product ID from the cart item and the customer web. These are the product if the customer want to see the details of the product present in the cart. Whereas we can see if the customer wants to see another history, where product ID, customer visitor from cart, and purchase Y, as well as select cart ID from customer web, customer ID CID 101, where if the customer wants to see filter products based on size, gender, type, we are using SQL will select product ID, color, cost, seller ID from product, where type jeans, price, size 32, gender F, and quantity. So this is the queries which we can find easily if the customers, how much the selling is going, how much loss, how much profit, what is the percentage of a good sell, what are the main things are selling, what is not, what is added in the cart, what are the things not added at the cart. Database is very useful, so that we can identify easily the data. We can identify everything easily, which even it don't take much time to get the information. By seeing the database, we can get all the information easily to be calculated and to be understandable. So that's the reason we are using the relational schemes, and we are using the diagrams also, so that the process will be understandable easily. So this is the way our e-commerce is useful, and we are creating the database for the small clothes retailer to use the goods online. And if you have any doubts, please comment. And thank you for listening my presentation about the e-commerce in database. And if any problem during the video, I sincerely apologize for that. Thank you so much. Have a great day.